Hello, writers, and welcome back to Spooky Writes, your channel all about writing. I'm your host, who is secretly a ghost, Kamal Onor. Now, have you ever thought about using a beta reader? Have you ever thought about hiring a beta reader? Well, we're going to be talking about that today on this week's episode, so make sure to hit like and subscribe if you get any value from this video. And with that said, let's head into the storm.
It's the raven's call, the werewolf's howl, the vampire's bite. You search through the woods for safety, but all you find is... Okay, rights.
So you've written something and now you want to get feedback on it. So naturally you're going to go and seek out a beta reader, right? You're going to go find someone and possibly pay him or her and say, give me some feedback on what you think of this story. Now, is this something that you believe you should be doing? Is this part of the publishing process? Is this something that all writers do? Is this something that authors partake in? Do all authors use beta readers? Well, the answer to if all authors use beta readers, that's going to be a resounding no. Not all authors use beta readers, and in fact, I would personally recommend against using beta readers. So one of the big reasons why I don't recommend people using beta readers is because you end up relying too heavily on the opinions of other people. Now, as an author, there are only two people whose opinions should really matter when it comes to what you're writing, and those opinions are your opinion and the opinion of the editor or publisher. And the reason why those are the only two opinions that really matter when it comes to getting your work published is because the editor is going to know what his or her readership is going to expect out of the publication that he or she is putting together. And you have to write a story that you enjoy. If you're writing a story that you don't enjoy, if you're writing something that you find personally boring, it's not going to be a good story. You have to write for yourself first and foremost. And so you have to write something that you are interested in and something that you are invested in. So if you like the story, this is going to be the first indication that this is something worth writing. And taking the opinion of a beta reader is not going to necessarily know the audience of the publication that you're submitting to. They're not necessarily going to know even the genre that you write in. But if you're going to seek out someone professionally who's going to give you feedback on your story, does the opinion of one beta reader truly matter? I would say it doesn't, because again, it comes down to just those two opinions of your opinion of the story. Do you believe that what you have written is a good story? Is it a quality story? And number two is the opinion of the editor, because the editor or publisher of whom you are working with is going to have the final say. They're going to be that gatekeeper. They're going to be the one who is going to accept or who is going to accept or deny your work. And so those are the only two opinions that matter. You don't need to be using beta readers. If you're writing something that you believe is of quality work and to your opinion is a good story, this is going to matter much more than the opinion of a beta reader. I also believe that it's so important to trust your own intuition, to trust your own writing voice, to trust what you believe as the author, as the creative, of what is quality work for you. And the rest is arbitrary. The rest, beta readers, I've given my work to people as unofficial beta readers. I'll say, hey, would you like to read this story that I recently finished? I haven't submitted it anywhere, and I'm not necessarily going to change my work based off of the opinion of one person who doesn't have any final say in the overall production of the piece, who doesn't have the ability of accepting or rejecting my work. Now if I'm looking for just kind of random advice, if I'm looking for someone just to give me an extra pair of eyes on my story, I will certainly ask a friend just to kind of give it a quick read and kind of give me initial thoughts, but I would never go out and seek out someone to use specifically as a beta reader for my work, because I know I can trust myself. I want to trust myself. I want to trust my own writing. I want to trust my own intuition. I don't need someone else's opinion of my writing outside of the editor, because the editor is going to have the final say of whether or not my piece even makes it to publication. And once my work is published, that's kind of where it ends in terms of what I'm concerned about, because readers at that point, readers can like it or they can dislike it, and it doesn't make that much of a difference to how I view the piece, because I already know that everything that I submit is of quality work to my standards, because I trust my own intuition. I don't use beta readers, and I don't believe you should be using beta readers either. So let me know in the comments down below, do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Do you use beta readers or do you not use beta readers? And with that said, keep it spooky.